Hey, I'm going to talk about cutting and fastening materials together. Anything that can be cut with a scissors, you should use a scissors for. Okay, so that includes construction paper, lightweight cardboard, even heavier weight cardboard. What you should do first, however, is to draw on that material what you want to cut. So whether it's a straight line or something more angular, draw it first so that you can just follow those lines with the scissors. Another tool you might use is this handheld wood cutter. Okay, that's for cutting wood like popsicle sticks. You just line it up right inside there and you squeeze. Or a wooden dowel rod. If you're cutting a bunch and you want them all to be the same length, then you're going to want to draw a mark indicating where to cut so that they're all lined up. When it comes to cutting something like a plastic cup, okay, it gets a little trickier, but it can be cut using the scissors. So cut from the bottom to the line you want to cut around, and then cut all the way around. After you're done cutting, then you can go back and even up the edge. If you want to cut the top off, that's a little trickier. Okay, I do have box cutters, which are a little more dangerous. So you can borrow a box cutter from a teacher. Okay, it unlocks, extend the blade, and then lock the blade. Okay, and then you're going to hold what you're cutting down on the table, and then you're just going to puncture it with the tip like that. And then close the blade, and then you can use the scissors to cut the rest of the way around. When it comes to gluing your materials together, you have a variety of materials and a variety of glues. For paper and even cardboard, you can just use a simple glue stick. When it comes to gluing wood together, you can use white glue. White glue is meant for holding paper and cardboard and wood, and so that is the best kind of glue. You also will have the use of hot glue. Hot glue is made of plastic. It doesn't have as good a hold as white glue, but it pools quicker. When it comes to plastic, like a cup or a straw, you're going to want to use the hot glue because that will hold better than white glue. Okay, now let's talk about wheels and axle. You know you're going to need two wheels, and for those wheels, you're going to want to use something round like bottle caps, poker chips, or something similar. Okay, for your axle, you're going to want to use something like a wooden dowel rod. You're going to want to trim your dowel rod, and you're going to want to drill holes in your wheels. There are a lot of round things that you will be able to choose from. Some will already have holes drilled into them, but if you want to drill your own holes, there will be a drilling station available to you. And here's how you do it. Okay, so you're going to put the bottle cap or the other object on the piece of wood, hold it tight, and then hold the drill straight up and down, and you just squeeze while you're holding tight. And then you squeeze again while you pull it back out. And there's your hole. Do the same thing for the next one. Get it as close to the center as you can. Hold tight. A little off center, but it'll have to do. Okay. My dowel rod. I need to know how wide I want it to be to go under my chariot that I'm going to cut. Okay, and then I'm going to glue here, and I'm going to glue here. Okay, but if I glue it like this, and I end up with, let's say, two wheels and an axle, and I attach that to my chariot, what's going to happen when I'm pulling my chariot? These wheels are not going to spin. It's just going to drag the wheels. Okay, and I want the wheels to spin. So in order to do that, we need something else to attach to the chariot that's going to go around the axle, like a straw. And so what you want to do is, there are different size dowel rods, the wooden sticks, and there are different size straws. You want a dowel rod that is just slightly smaller. So this is even too loose. So here's one a little thicker. And let's see how that fits in the straw. That is a much better fit. It's just a little bit smaller than the straw. Okay, so then I'm going to use my hot glue. Okay, I want to put some glue around the end, around one end of my dowel. And I want to put it in the hole that I made. And I want to hold it until it cools. So I want to hold it straight. Then I want to put the straw in, and I want a piece of straw that's just a little bit smaller. It can't be the same size. And I'm going to use scissors to cut the straw. And then I'm going to put that straw around it. And then some glue, some more glue around here. And then once it cools, you can add a little more glue into the end of the cap for a better hold. All right, let that set. And then I'm going to flip it over and do the same thing on the other side. Let that set. Now I have wheels and an axle, and when I attach the straw to the chariot, those wheels are going to spin as I drag it behind.